Hi darlings, welcome to my channel. It's again Lerato and I'm back again. It's been a while since I've been here on YouTube sitting down and chatting with you guys. I truly missed doing this, although at the same time I just wanted to enjoy my life offline and just go through the process of transformation and embracing the blessings that God is doing in my life. I've been receiving a lot of questions from some of you guys. Most of these questions that I'll be answering, they are from my previous videos, and then I managed to track few from my Instagram. But really, guys, when it comes to asking questions related to the UNICAF scholarship or studying an MBA online, please do so by posting your comment under my videos. In that way, it becomes easy to answer you because my Instagram account, I normally use them for business purposes. And so I receive a lot of business related questions and orders and so on. And so it becomes really difficult to end up getting down to see which one is related to the video I made on YouTube and which one is related to my business. And so now that we've gotten that out of the way, I really just want to get through this video very, very quick so that I can then continue with the rest of my day. So let's get to it. I wanted to start first with some testimonies that I managed to spot under, the comment sections of my previous videos, because I often get asked if I've completed yet and so on, if I know anybody who has successfully completed their MBA through the UNICAF Scholarship. And so I managed to see some testimonies that were posted under my videos, and I thought, you know what, since I'm not done with my master's yet, it would be great to just share this with some of you guys who might have not seen this comment. And so the first one is from Kanyiso, and he said, I finished mine through UNICAF with the University of South Wales. And my wife is doing hers through UNICAF with the University of Suffolk. So the University of Suffolk is what I'm with currently. Gotta say thanks to UNICEF, we wouldn't afford it. We wouldn't afford if it wasn't for the scholarship. And so this is somebody who completed their MBA through the UNICEF scholarship, and it means that he was happy with it because he ended up encouraging his wife to do it once he was done with his. And so the wife is currently studying through the UNICEF scholarship. So if you've been wondering if this is a scam, if indeed you will get your degree, if you will get to finish and so on, there is testimony for you. So there is the testimony for you. And then the next one is from Albakwe. These are both South Africans, and I know most of my fellow South Africans, they find anything that is not from our country to be suspicious. And so it's great to see that it's great to see that there are some brothers and sisters from South Africa that are actually taking advantage of this opportunity. And so Al said, I am starting my dissertation on the 3rd of October 2022. I watched the video for inspiration. Thank you for sharing. So Abakwe, I believe that by now he's done because that was like 10 months ago and he was submitting his dissertation at the time. So guys, it's doable, it's doable. And I also tracked one comment that I don't know why I didn't screenshot it here, but under this comment, somebody said that it took them 3 years to complete their MBA. So apparently, it's possible for you to complete it in 1 year and some months, but it just depends on your workload as well as your payment plan and all that. So some of us, we still doing this, and I think I'm gonna be like that person because this is gonna be my 3rd year, guys. But it has not been like a straightforward 3 years of studying and studying and studying. I've been stopping for months and then going back and doing one module, and then stopping for months and going back and doing one module. So hence the delay from my side. So let's get right into the questions. So Georgia said, thank you. I'm planning to start studying with John Moore. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this the right way. University in Liverpool under UNICEF. I really appreciate your video, but I noticed you only mentioned two universities. I'm in Zambia. Does that mean you guys in South Africa can only apply to South Wales and Suffolk? Or am I being conned? So, last time I checked, there are three universities that UNICEF is affiliated with. Okay, so let me just go into the website so that I can name those universities for you. Yeah, so they actually have four. So the first one is University of East London, and then we also have Liverpool, University of Suffolk, and the UNICEF University on its own. By the way, let me clarify that UNICEF is not just a scholarship; it's actually a university. It's based in Uganda, if I'm not mistaken, or so. You can just check and read up on their history, but I know that most of their things are done in Uganda there. But yeah, so they do have branches, all over in most parts of Africa. But UNICEF is a university on its own, and they do have courses for undergraduate all the way to postgraduate and PhDs and so on. So this scholarship that we see circulating on social media and so on, it's actually some sponsorship that they've decided to do in order to sponsor Africans to get their postgraduate degrees abroad without having to travel to another country. So it was meant to accommodate people with financial struggles, or people who have to work, and you desire growth in your career and you desire to study abroad. So they decided to come up with a scholarship where they get donations from different people, different institutions, and then they partner with universities that are in the UK so that they can then provide us with the lessons and with the degrees. Okay, so that is why hence you can also complete your MBA with UNICEF. Okay, so I hope I'm clear. It's been long since I've been in the classroom teaching, really, guys, so I'm not that good with explaining. Um, and so let's move on to the next comment. So this one says, "Hello Lerato, thanks for this video. I'm now enrolling for my MBA at University of East London under UNICEF. I have been asked by UNICEF to pay application fee of £35, even though I haven't uploaded or sent my CV, certificate, and transcript for the scholarship. Being an expert, by the way, I'm not an expert, maybe just somebody who has a little bit of experience with UNICEF, okay? Being an expert, I want to know if that is true or internet scam or cyber fraud, okay? So the £35 that you pay is actually an application fee. Okay, this chair is making noise. The £35 that you pay is actually an application fee. All universities charge you for the application fee. Okay, I know from I studied at VET. I had to pay. If you apply for UNISA, you apply for any university, really, you will pay for an application fee. I paid £35 that you are being charged, and so the reason why that is requested, even though you haven't uploaded anything, is because that's the application fee that's meant to accompany that application of yours, including the documents that you still have to upload. Then the university will go through what you've submitted and send you an acceptance letter if you've been accepted, and you will get like an sponsorship acceptance letter. So it's gonna be in one letter, and you'll be told, "Dear who, congratulations, you've been accepted, blah 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 blah." Okay, so don't worry about that. You're not being conned. As long as you make sure that the emails that you are receiving are from unicef.org, not Gmail. I do have a friend of mine that once received an email like with gmail.com and so on. And so, yeah, that's not, Unicef never uses at gmail.com. Like, I've never received an email like that. Every time, including my, what do they call them? Student advisor, her email is also at unicef.org. Okay, it can be maybe admin.unicef.org. Those are like, yeah, the emails that UNICEF uses. If you don't receive an email from that or with that, then you are being scammed. Okay, next comment. Hey, how are you? I was wondering, have you seen or know someone that graduated yet from the program? So I have shared a comment right now in the beginning of this video of somebody who has graduated, who has completed, and their wife is currently studying. So I guess that's the testimony, that's the surety we have. I also have taken the initiative to follow people, like to connect with people via LinkedIn, like people that completed their MBAs with University of Suffolk through the UNICAF Scholarship. And I've seen on their profiles, they've written there their date of completion and so on and so on. And so that's the testimony I have from my side. So you can search also on LinkedIn, you might find different people, and then you can send them questions as far as their graduation is concerned, how they receive the certificates, and so on. So I do know that before COVID, people used to go all the way to the universities where the university is in the UK, and they would graduate there and then, and come back to their home country with their degree. But I know of somebody who graduated over 5 years ago, but they couldn't go to the graduation, and so what they did, they mailed their degree to them, so the university mailed the degree straight to that person. So it just really depends. So right now there have been a lot of online graduations. And so yeah, it just depends. They will communicate with you. You can send any question to your student advisor. They will explain to you how you will graduate. But definitely there are testimonies out there of people who have completed their studies through the UNICAF scholarship. The next comment. Hi, I'm contemplating studying for the MBA as well. Just a question. What are the assignments like? Are the essays long write-ups? I'm used to reading, but writing 20 to 30 pages is difficult. Well, I can say I think on my previous video I spoke about the demand when it comes to reading up and so on, because an MBA is a research based degree, and so you really need to up your game when it comes to reading and so on. And when you're writing, they will give you the word limit. You are not allowed to exceed that word limit, but also you can't write a small write up, because then you will be robbing yourself of the marks. But when they give you instructions as far as how many words they want, you are supposed to stick to that. You don't have to, what can I say, go against that and write too much. So far for me, I've written up to 7 pages of essay. Yeah, I haven't exceeded 10. I haven't exceeded 10. I'm not sure as time goes by, how will it be, yeah, because I'm still not done, guys. I still have what, about 4 more modules to go. And so, yeah, you will write up to at least between 5 to 10 pages of essays. I will just update you guys if ever anything changes as I go on with my journey. Some of you may graduate before me. If you graduate before me, come back here and let us know how it was. And yeah, we would love to hear those testimonies. So let's go on to the next comment. The next comment says, "Hi, good luck with your MBA. I want. Okay, let me just read it the way I think the person wanted to say. I just want to ask if you graduated yet. If yes, how was the entire experience?" Okay, I haven't graduated yet. And the experience, I have shared my experience, and I will link the video in the description box below. If you want to know a little bit of my experience there, just click there and you will hear what my experience was. But yeah, it's been good, but at the same time also challenging. I can say, yeah, I do feel that, yeah, I'm with the university. It's not just some random certificates that you get to finish without putting in the work. You have to put in the work, and yeah, sometimes some things are frustrating and so on, but at least it's not like being ghosted and not having support and so on. As far as that is concerned, they do have lecturers, they do have people that are meant to support you through the process. Okay, next question. What was the online learning experience like? Are classes live with teachers, or is it just logging on and seeing the notes and assignment? Okay, so the first part of the question, I've already answered it in the previous answer. But yeah, the classes are not necessarily live. They do have, though, for other modules where they will say join a live stream on this day, and this date and so on and time. And so they do have there and there, but this is meant for people who are working, for people who have busy schedule and they would like to just learn at their own pace. So we do have notes, they do have like recommended readings that you read, and they also have like a summarized version of those readings that you're supposed to do, where they kind of summarize the main points and so on, like just to try and explain to you in a form of like a text. So I mean, not a text, a PDF. So you go through that, and you also still have to do the full reading though, so that you can get the whole idea. And they also have some recommended videos that they link up there and so on. So yeah, that's what it's like. And we don't have tests, we submit assignments. And then at the end of the program, you do have to submit a thesis. But I don't know about other universities, but I will assume it's a similar thing. But I'm not sure about, how they do their own process. But yeah, that's basically my own experience so far. And then the next comment says, thanks for sharing. I'm also enrolled for the Master of Science with UK University under UNICAF. When will you finalize on the studies? Is there a graduation ceremony? Okay, I'm like you. We are together. I still haven't graduated yet, and I've answered a bit of this question in the beginning. Like I think I mentioned so far about like how they used to hold the graduation ceremony, and so far what I've seen. And yeah, I think either you will graduate by going there, or you will graduate online and have your degree be mailed to you. And then another comment, question-ish. Yeah, question-ish or so. Hey Lerato, do you get transcripts since it's mainly assignment and thesis? I'm asking because one would want to further pursue a PhD, and they will want your thesis and transcript. Okay. So yes, there are transcripts. You do get a transcript. Even as you continue to study, there's a transcript. But the one that you have in your platform, in your learning platform, it's actually an unofficial transcript. Like, I know that even from my undergraduate with my local university, we had access to unofficial transcript. But the moment you want an official one, you need to email them. You need to email the student advisors. Is it student advisors or the admin? Somewhere there. But even if you don't know who to email, they'll always forward your email to the right department. So you email them and you request your transcript. Now, you can only get your official transcript if you have up to 60 credits. Yes, 60 credits. That should be like when you have completed up to 4 modules, like the first one being just the introduction module to prepare you for the rest of the modules. So then you would have done 3 official modules now that are now like content based and so on. So basically, you get your official transcript from the moment you have completed 4 modules and above, or you have 60 credits and above. And so with that, you can either change from the university that you are in and apply for another university and continue with the rest of the modules, like be credited for what you've completed. So yeah, there is a transcript. You do get a transcript. You do submit your thesis at the end of the MBA program. And so yeah, at the end of your modules actually. And so yeah, you will have the thesis, you will have the official transcript. And then next comment. This is good information. One question. Were you required to do IELTS, or TOEFL in order to gain admission to the UK university. Thanks. Okay, so um, in South Africa, we do our degrees in English, and so I didn't need to do that. I didn't need to submit or complete any test or assessment, to prove that I can, learn in English. I just had to provide a proof that I completed my degree in English, and so our degrees, they are written down there that you completed in English. Like there is a way in which they write it on your degree that shows that you completed your degree in English. So that was the proof I needed. I honestly didn't have to write anything. But if you are in other countries, I know there are countries like Cameroon or so, I don't know, and other countries where they study in French. Guys, forgive me if I'm if Cameroon is not the country. But yeah, I know that there are some African countries where they learn in French or other languages. And so when you are in that, or when you are in other countries, when you're in other countries that don't use English, you will have to write these assessments before you can be accepted, because the UK degrees are completed in English. Okay, so but I personally didn't have to do that. Next comment. I live in a country where they only give us scholarships in countries that are corrupted. I don't know why they do that, but I really want to study abroad after writing my grade 12. Maybe look for a job there. I just noticed UNICEF. I just noticed UNICEF, but I'm afraid of human trafficking and scams. Okay, so I assume this person, when they wrote this comment, because this was a long time ago, I think it was like 1 year ago. So this person was in their matric, or closer to matric. And so UNICEF, as I said, it's a university. You do have, your undergraduate degrees, but this study abroad opportunities are completely online. So you won't need to go to a different country and study there. You can study from your home country. All you need is a laptop and a good place to learn from, and that's it. So there is no cause for worries. Next comment. How often do they open the modules? Is your degree the same of the degree of the university? I think, yeah, let me just read in the way that I think the person wanted to say. Is your degree the same as that of the university? Okay, so you do one module at a time, as opposed to University of the People. I think it does have like an option where you can take two modules at the same time or so. And so with UNICAF scholarship, you take one module at a time, and each module runs for 8 weeks. And so before you can take a certain module, you need to have completed the previous module first. So each module takes 8 weeks, and then you will wait for the results. So it's like you need to spare about 3 months in between each module. So yeah, for me, realistically speaking, from what I have experienced so far, it's like 3 months, because like 8 weeks, and then it will take some time for them to give you feedback, and for you to know if you've passed or not, so that you can register for the next module. I hope I've answered that question well. Let me see. Or is my degree the same as that of the university? Yeah, University of Suffolk is a university based in the UK, and it's a real university with undergraduate students graduating each year all the way to masters and PhDs and postdocs. And so yeah, you do get a degree. The degree won't say UNICEF. UNICEF is just this, the UNICEF scholarship is just a scholarship to financially support you, but you are getting your degree with the university that you are enrolled with. Okay, so the degree will come from the university, unless if you study via the UNICEF university straight, then your degree will be from them. Okay, so it's the same. And UK universities are internationally accredited. Most of them are, especially the ones that I've seen on the what do you call this, on the platform under the UNICEF scholarship. So they are internationally accredited, so you don't need to worry about accreditation. You can work anywhere in Africa or in the UK, or yeah. So you can really use your degree anywhere. Okay, so next one. Hi there, thanks for the video. I'm trying to find out if your certificate will state UNICEF or university you studied with. Awaiting your response. So, yeah, I've answered that in the previous comment. Let's move on. And then the next one, hey, does UNICEF offer this to any university across the world or specified universities? Yeah, I've counted the universities. I think we have 4 universities that are affiliated with the UNICEF Scholarship. And yeah, those universities, let me go back to where I saw them. Those universities are University of East London, Liverpool, University of Suffolk, UNICEF University. So yeah, those are the universities that they work with. By the way, let me just kind of like tell you what is the requirement for each of these universities. But you can see that on the link. Hey, I will just attach a link below and then you can check the requirement there. Okay, so the next comment says, I got the same scholarship, but from University of East London. I haven't started yet. Is there a reason why you took it from Suffolk? That's what they offered me. Honestly, that's what they offered me. I don't know if others are offered like options. For me, when I saw the advertisement, it was with the University of Suffolk, and then I did a research and found out that yeah, that's a university based in the UK and so on and so yeah. Next comment, how do they conduct exams? We do not write exams. As I said, we only have assignments and thesis submission. Yeah. How long is the MBA program for? It's meant to be 1 to 2 years, guys. But honestly, you will not get uh, disadvantaged if you're not able to complete within that duration. Like I have taken way longer, and I'm still very much a student there, and I can take up my modules anytime I'm ready and anytime I have made my payments and so on. So yeah, it's meant to be 1 to 2 years, so it depends on you personally as a person and your workload and so on, and other things that may interrupt you studying. So they do make an accommodation for that. Before I drag it for too long, let me just move on to the next question. This one was from Instagram and it says, hi, you. I'm watching your YouTube channel. Lol. Just learned about UNICEF and saw your YouTube channel. I'm just wondering if I'll manage. You will manage, we get used to it. If you don't mind me asking, how much did you pay for your entire tuition excluding the UNICEF scholarship, like from your pocket? Okay, so I'm not done paying. So far, I've paid about 25,000 or so. I'm not done. I pay per module, and but the total amount that I know I have to pay, it's about 70 something thousand. Yeah, from my side, it's 70 something thousand for the MBA, guys. But for me, it's completely good. I know there are some people who pay about 60 something thousand. It just depends on when you got the scholarship and what was the value at the time. So for me, 70 something thousand. And I actually, before applying for the MBA through the scholarship, I almost did the postgraduate diploma in in business administration. Yeah, postgraduate diploma in business administration. And with my previous university that I completed my bachelor's with, it was around 80 something thousand rands. So this completely, what for me to get a master's with a little bit less than that, it's a win for me. And so let's move on. We're almost at the end. Um, okay, where am I? Oh gosh, I got lost. Okay. Okay. This one says, please, I saw your YouTube video on UNICEF Online Masters, and I'd be very grateful if I could get some honest opinion from you. Firstly, please, I would like to know if these people are legit. I have registered for my master's too, but I haven't found any individual who has confirmed that they got their certificate. So I would like to know if you got yours or at least an update so I know what I'm getting myself into. I would be very grateful to hear from you. So honestly, it's a concern that we have, when it comes to doing things online. You don't want to just give your money to anybody and at the end of the day realize that it was a fly by night. So I get the concerns, and I had the same concerns. Personally, for me, I got a response from the university directly because they were doing a Q&A on their platform, and then the questions that most of us asked from University of Suffolk directly was that, do they know anything about the UNICAF scholarship? Are they indeed affiliated with the scholarship program? And they confirmed through their Instagram page. The university confirmed and said that they are affiliated with UNICEF, to offer learning as well as degrees to the students that come through UNICEF. So yeah, so honestly, I get the concerns, but at the same time, yeah, it is legit. Number two, however, you need to pay attention because online anything can happen. So somebody can try to post themselves as if they are from UNICEF. So that's why I said that you need to make sure that your emails are from unicef.org. Okay. And you honestly need to make sure that even the website that you are directed to it's the UNICEF website. Like, you will see with the links that I provide in the description below that, yeah, there is a certain trend you can look into. Like, you will know which is the um legit website and which is not, and which one is the legit email and which one is not. Okay, so yeah, it is legit. You just have to be extra careful and check for those things, and never respond to anything that has to do with Gmail or a dodgy website that is not even secured, and so on and so on. Yeah, so let me see if I answered that fully. Yeah, and as far as like people who confirmed that they got their certificate, I have read, like, the first comment I read was about that somebody who completed, and I believe he got his degree because, yeah, you wouldn't let your wife study if you haven't received yours. And at the same time, as I said, there are also people who graduated and who are available on LinkedIn. So, yeah, those are the people that I managed to see. I don't have anyone personally closer to me that have done their MBA or even did it through the UNICAF scholarship. So I'm the first. But I did manage to see people online. And I hope I answered most of your questions, guys. And if you have any other question, you can leave it in the comment section below. I will respond. If it's something that I feel I need to do a video on, I will respond in the form of a video. I think next time I will do a video on how to apply and write your personal statement, like all those things that are required to make sure that you do get the scholarship and so on. But yeah, all the best to you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.